The last page fluttered, a whisper of triumph for the hero and heroine, a scorching end for the villainess. I closed the book, a strange ache blossoming in my chest. It wasn't a usual reader's lament for a story finished. This was a sharp, piercing pain, like a shard of ice in my heart. My gaze fell to the cover. A woman, shrouded in darkness, a veil obscuring her face, her posture a testament to profound sorrow. No emotion, just a deep, abiding sadness radiating from the ink. Thump thump thump. My heart hammered against my ribs, an insistent drumbeat. The world spun, a dizzying kaleidoscope of black and gold, the scent of old paper turning to the metallic tang of blood, the soft hum of my apartment replaced by the distant clang of bells. Then, a sudden, blinding light, and I was falling. Not a gentle descent, but a plummet, a wrenching sensation that stole my breath. When I landed, it wasn't on my plush carpet, but on cold, polished stone. The air was thick with the scent of incense and old parchment. My silk pajamas had vanished, replaced by heavy velvet and rustling brocade. My head throbbed, 1,000 voices whispering, 1,000 images flashing behind my eyes. Alara. Princess Alara star. The name echoed, unfamiliar yet deeply ingrained. Memories, not my own, flooded me, a lonely childhood, a father's cold gaze, a mother's distant hum, the constant pressure of expectations, the sting of rejection. This was her life. This was my life now. The villainess. The one who burned. A sharp gasp escaped me. My hand flew to my chest, a desperate attempt to quell the rising tide of panic. My own memories, Elena's memories, warred with Alara's. The book. I was in the book. The realization hit me like a physical blow, stealing the air from my lungs. I stumbled, clutching at a nearby tapestry, its threads rough against my fingers. Princess Alara? Are you quite all right? A servant, a timid young girl with wide, frightened eyes, curtsied deeply. Yes, just a sudden turn. My voice, Alara's voice, sounded foreign, too refined, too brittle. I had to escape this fate. The engagement to Duke Lucien. That was the beginning of Alara's downfall, her obsession, her eventual demise. I would sever it. I had to. The next morning, the Duke arrived, his handsome face a mask of polite indifference. Princess, you sent for me? His voice was smooth, like polished stone. I met his gaze, forcing my voice to be steady. Indeed, Duke. There is a matter of great importance we must discuss. I took a deep breath. Our engagement. It is ill-suited. I wish to terminate it. His eyes widened, a flicker of surprise, then a slow, calculating smile spread across his lips. My lady, are you quite certain? Such a decision is unprecedented. I am certain. My heart, it is simply not in this union. I believe we both deserve true happiness, not a mere political alliance. I pushed, my voice gaining strength. You are free, Duke Lucien. Free to pursue other affections. He inclined his head, a strange glint in his eyes. As you wish, princess. He departed, leaving a lingering scent of expensive cologne and an unsettling sense of unease. But I had done it. The first step. Over the following weeks, I delved into Alara's forgotten talents, her sharp mind, her surprising aptitude for strategy and statecraft. I used my knowledge of the book's future, the upcoming trade disputes, the looming famine, the political machinations, to advise the king. The court buzzed with my sudden brilliance. One afternoon, a guard announced, Your Royal Highness, Crown Prince Alaric requests an audience. My heart seized. Alaric. My brother. My real brother, who had died so senselessly in a car crash. The crown prince entered, his golden hair catching the light, his eyes the exact shade of my brother's. My breath hitched. He was alive. He was here. Alara? Are you well? His brow furrowed with concern. I couldn't speak. A sob tore from my throat. I launched myself at him, burying my face in his chest, clutching his tunic. Alaric! I cried, the name a raw wound in my soul. Oh, Alaric! He stiffened, then slowly, tentatively, wrapped his arms around me. Elara, what is it? Are you hurt? His voice was gentle, bewildered. I pulled back, tears streaming down my face. No, I'm not hurt. I missed you so much. The lie felt like a truth. He was here. He was safe. I would protect him. My new influence drew the attention of many, including the formidable Pope Aziel. He was a man of shadows and whispers, his presence a palpable weight in any room. The book painted him as the ultimate villain, manipulative and ruthless. Yet, when I met his gaze, there was a strange, unsettling intelligence, a depth that hinted at more than just malice. Princess Elara, he said, his voice a low rumble, like distant thunder. Your recent counsel to His Majesty has been insightful. Quite unlike the Elara I once knew. People change, Your Eminence, I replied, my voice steady, though my heart hammered. He gave a slow, knowing smile. Indeed they do. Especially when fate intervenes. One moonless night, I sought out the reclusive witch of the Whispering Woods, a figure of legend. Her hut smelled of herbs and damp earth. You seek answers, child? Her voice was raspy, like dry leaves skittering across stone. I want to go home, I pleaded, my voice barely a whisper. Back to my own world. She cackled, a dry, brittle sound. Home? You are home, little shadow. But if you wish to return to the world of glass and steel, you must first give Princess Elara her happy ending. Her happy ending? But she dies. Burnt to death. Then change it. Give her a life worth living, a love worth having. Only then can you find your way back. Her eyes, like chips of obsidian, held mine. The threads of fate are tangled, child. Unravel them. Her words ignited a new purpose within me. I began to investigate Elara's death, digging through old court records, questioning servants, piecing together whispers. The truth, when it emerged, was a cold, hard blow. It wasn't an accident. It was a frame-up. Duke Lucien. He had fabricated evidence, manipulated events, all to discredit Elara and remove her as an obstacle. He had orchestrated the Crown Prince's assassination, which was meant to occur after Elara's death in the original timeline, to seize the throne. He was the true monster. I confided in Aziel. His eyes, usually so guarded, held a flash of something akin to fury. Lucien? That grasping viper. He plans to incite a rebellion, to seize the crown once Alaric is removed, I explained, my voice tight with urgency. He framed Elara. He plans to kill my brother. Aziel's lips thinned. We cannot allow this. The crown prince is the rightful heir. He saw the larger picture, the stability of the kingdom. It was a common goal, for different reasons. We worked in secret, gathering evidence, meticulously planning our countermove. Aziel's network of informants was vast, his reach terrifyingly effective. We exposed Lucien's co-conspirators, his secret meetings, his caches of weapons. The night of his planned rebellion, we struck. The clash of steel, the shouts of men, the thud of bodies hitting stone echoed through the palace corridors. Alaric, forewarned, fought valiantly, his sword a blur of silver. Aziel, cloaked in black, moved like a phantom, his presence chilling, his commands precise. Lucien, cornered in the throne room, his face contorted in a snarl, was finally disarmed. You won't get away with this, he shrieked, his voice hoarse with defeat. Oh, but I already have, I said, stepping forward, my voice cold, calm. The kingdom knows your treachery, Duke. Your ambition has consumed you. He was dragged away, his struggles futile, his screams echoing down the marble halls. You'll regret this, Elara. You'll regret this. The kingdom settled, a fragile peace descending. Alaric, now fully aware of my role in saving him, looked at me with an affection I had never known from a brother. And Aziel? Aziel remained a mystery, a shadow in the periphery, yet his gaze often lingered on me, a warmth I couldn't quite decipher. 3 days later, the witch appeared in my chambers, her eyes glinting. The threads are untangled, child. A happy ending, indeed. The full moon rises tonight. You will return. A wave of relief washed over me, followed by a surprising pang of sorrow. I was going home. But Aziel. My heart ached. I had grown to care for him, for the complex, enigmatic man beneath the villain's facade. As the silver disk of the full moon ascended, casting the palace in an ethereal glow, I ran. I found Aziel in his private study, silhouetted against the Gothic window, staring at the moon. Aziel. My voice was raw, desperate. He turned, his eyes soft. Elara. I'm leaving, I choked out, tears blurring my vision. Tonight. I'm going back to my own world. The words tumble out, a confession poured from a breaking heart. I'm not Elara. I'm Elena. I came from another place, from a book. And I have to go back. He smiled, a gentle, knowing smile that melted my fear. He reached out, his hand cupping my cheek. I know. My breath hitched. You know? I have known for some time, little phantom. The way you looked at the crown prince, the knowledge you possessed, the fire in your eyes that was not Elara's.